like out for example, right? We got Tyler Herro. I'm been blessed to work with Tyler Herro.
Amazing right now. Amazing.
Right? So let's say everyone knocked him a couple weeks back. What did he say? Oh, I feel like I should be mentioned.
Oh, that's right. Luka.
And everyone, I get my text messages, whatever. Well, what's this guy saying? Well, he can say whatever he wants.
Of course.
That's what he believes.
If he's not going to believe himself, who's going to believe him?
Well, first of all, that's what he believes, and that's what he's going for. And right now, I mean, again, whatever the future holds, I don't know. Right now, he's got the same numbers, and he comes off the bench. Okay, and he went to a team where you already had a core,
very strong core.
Yeah, right. So you have a guy who came into a team that was successful, an organization that's successful, and he's still doing his thing,
finding his niche,
right, and doing really well.
Really fucking good.
And
yesterday was a nice one.
Played good last night again.
But that's a little bit to what you're saying too, though, because the skills are there. They're like the guy is abundantly skillful.
Well, so let's say, and again, I'm not saying he would do the same thing that Trae Young did, but Trae Young went to Atlanta, and Atlanta sucked.
Yeah,
right.
Historically as well.
And he was able to kind of do his thing, right?
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, no, he's got the room to do that. Yeah. He's got.
And don't get me wrong, Trae Young's really damn good, right? He's really good, and he killed it. And then last year in the playoffs, he's good. He took his team to the playoffs. They added pieces. There's a lot of good players there, and he still put the numbers up to say, right? Well, this other player went to a situation where I don't get all the touches right away,
right?
But still
there's
has
a pecking
success.
order.
And then he got knocked last year.
Last year was a very weird year.
Well, yeah, there's COVID. Everyone's in and out. There's no consistency.
They went very far the year prior. Obviously, they went to to the finals, and then they get started relatively early. So there's a little fatigue. I'm sure that.
Well, there was no off season.
No off season.
This guy works harder than most. I can't say he works harder than everyone because I haven't worked with everyone. But
sure,
when this guy's working, he's going 2-a-days. You have to slow him down.
Right.
Hey, let's watch your body. Let's make sure your body's good. Like, we can't wear yourself out either. So when that guy's in the gym, his confidence is through the roof.
That plus the fact that he put on some weight, some
and
muscle.
that was important, right? Remember, this is his first real off season.
Sure.
Rookie
as
year,
a pro, yeah.
Sure.
Rookie year, pandemic, all this.
He was able to prepare, get ready.
He obviously did extremely well in the bubble, and then the next year, he didn't do so well in the playoffs. Well, I don't know. We can go look at the whole team. We just didn't do well at all.
Correct.
Right.
Correct.
As a whole.
Yeah, we were pretty snake bitten regardless.
But I just like comparison, right? We have a guy Wiseman, or Wiseman or Trae Young or Cole. Everyone goes to a different circumstance, right? Mm-hmm. How are you going to help your team? Because it's at the end of the day, it's about winning. At least I hope it is. It's about winning, and you have to figure out how to win with 4 other guys on the court, right? So, to me, it's impressive when you go to a team that already has and not to knock what the other guys do when they get all it, but it's impressive when you go to a team that already has a core scoring and a core situation, and you bring that situation up with your play. You know what I'm saying? So to me, that's really impressive. And then what he's doing, obviously, through what are we in 7 games in?
7 games,
7-1, right?
7-1. No,
6-1.
6-1. I'm sorry, yeah, because they have the same record as the
right.
Bulls right
So, but we know you're a Knicks fan, so
that is true.
Even though I like the Knicks, and I work with Emmanuel quickly.
Yep, I love that.
That guy. Wait till they give him
some more rain,
a few more minutes.
It's the thing is he's got a lot of people in front of him.
Correct, but that's okay. You gotta be patient, and you gotta continue to work, and he will. I thought the most important thing for Tyler over the course of the offseason was getting stronger.
Right.
Just because, the guy's so active. I don't know if obviously I've seen him the last 2 seasons, but I sent him a text like, "Yo, dude, you're playing really hard. Like, it's kind of inspiring." And I work with him.
Yeah.
And I'm just watching him like, "Yo, if everyone plays like this,
yeah,
forget the offense." Like, he's been criticized for his defense. You could tell that he's locked in on it.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he's the greatest defender, but you could see that it's improved a lot.
Yeah.
And then the way he rebounds the ball.
Yeah.
I think he's averaging like 7 rebounds a game.
Yeah.
So,
I know. I pick him every now and then on FanDuel.
He's.
my
I
fantasy.
think he's good for that. You know.
Yeah, and he's cheap. Like he's relatively cheap right now.
His price is gonna go up though.
Yeah, they go up as weekly. Like if
The sample size.
yeah,
Gets
based
bigger.
on production. Yeah, so like if they start to produce like
yeah.
Julius Randle's still pretty cheap for the amount of minutes he plays. Like they could be up 40 and Thibodeau still won't take him out. Like, and he's still like going through him. Like it's amazing. But like, so you want to pick someone like that because you know
Yeah.
that what matters is with like those fantasy like 1 day fantasies is like how much time is that player gonna play, and like what's
Right.
more important than the points is like the rebounds and the assists because they give you more points for that. So, I think overall like with Hero, one thing that I've been impressed with watching the games lately has been I don't know how much you've like we haven't really we touched on this, but like man, he's running a little bit of point when Kyle Lowry's out,
Yeah,
and he's
yeah.
doing a pretty good job, like
Yeah.
handling the ball, setting up offense.
Well,
and
he knows he
didn't do that much the first 2 seasons.
he's a good passer.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you're starting to see more of
The
that.
guy's a playmaker. You
Yeah.
know, he knows how to create for others. And I think he enjoys. I mean, if you see when he's throwing up lobs for Bam, he gets really excited when
Yeah,
Bam catches him and you know.
yeah. I think the whole team, like, cause Bam is such an energy guy.
Yeah.
So I think like I think Bam is like the glue in terms of like if he comes out with energy.
That guy's been playing like a beast too.
Yeah, I think
And Butler.
I think the Heat have just felt like they were disrespected last year.
Well,
Like,
not only that, but like remember, you have a full off season. It means you get. Remember, you're with a team for so long, and the off season is to kind of also
Decompress.
Yeah, decompress and kind of move away from the guys for a little bit, improve, and then come back. You know,
exactly.
So I think with the full off season, it has helped a lot.
When a guy does a move that you've worked with him, like, are you like thinking about that as you see? You're like, oh, we've done that plenty of times. Like when you see him doing certain shots, certain moves.
Yeah, I think so.
Getting
I mean,
that.
especially like when I was working with Tyler in the before the bubble, right? It was pandemic. One of my gym was kind of one of the only gyms we can have access to, and that guy was working.
Yeah.
And the focus was getting kind of downhill out of the pick and rolls to the rim.
Yeah.
And if you go back, you could see like he was finishing well around the rim, off the pick and rolls, getting down. So that was for me. That's cool to watch. You know.
Yeah.